Hello and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things card games and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I want to show you my Pekora Iroha deck profile. Now if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, links down below, and if you want to become a member and support the channel even further, hit that join button down below. But let's jump straight in. Now in today's video, I've got another deck profile for you, and going forward as of this week, we are going to be giving you a deck profile every Tuesday here on the Weiss and Chill channel at 1 PM. We're going to be trying to commit to a release schedule of doing it at the same time. So 1 PM UK time is the official release date of my videos going forward. And every Tuesday, we will be doing a brand new Hololive OCG deck profile video. And this is going to be the final one without the impact of set 2 Quintet Spectrum. And this is my Iroha Pekora deck profile. Now, before I jump into the list, I do want to give a massive thank you to Ashi no Megami. He is a new Spanish-speaking content creator for the Hololive OCG. Funnily enough, he also posted this deck profile. I think it's slightly different to mine. But he's done it all in Spanish, so if you haven't checked him out, make sure you check the link in the description below to subscribe to Ashi. He is an incredibly awesome guy. He's one of my editors, he's one of my moderators, and I trust that man with the world. So thank you so much, Ashi, for your discussion around this deck. And after playing it a few times, I'm now really comfortable with this, and we might have rarityed up. I'm sorry, I know I'm making you jealous. But as mentioned, we are going to be doing 3 videos a week going forward on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 1 PM UK time. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bells to be informed when I next upload. But on that note, let's jump straight in. Starting off with our Oshi Holomem, of course, we have English Pekora. She is our 6 life Oshi. With 2 skills. The Oshi skill for 2 holo power is usable when your Holomem is downed during your opponent's turn, and you get to reattach all of the green cheers from one of your down Holomems, and you can put those divided amongst any of your Holomem. It's an extremely good Oshi, with also the SP skill, which is relevant for this deck, where you can pay 3 to set all of your die rolls for the turn to 6. That is extremely useful for Pekora, and the great thing about Pekora as well is she is a 6 life Oshi, which is absolutely huge. I've mentioned in other videos, having a 6 life Oshi can give you that edge where you win a game even if you're both playing at the same pace. It forces your opponent to have to play quicker in order to down you before you down them. So Pekora is our Oshi, and of course in terms of our cheers, we do run 20 green cheers, nothing else, pretty straightforward. Jobs are good. Moving on to our main deck, we've got our first Holomem here, and this of course is English Pekora. We run 6 copies of her unlimited debut, a 20 damage art with the addition of, if you roll even with her art, you do an additional 20, so it does 40 damage in total. It's got 90 HP, so on the low end, but a pretty good debut to start with. The other debut rerun is also the Galaxy Idol collab effect Pekora, where she has the effect on collab. As long as your Oshi Holomem is English Pekora, you are able to roll a die, and if it is even, put the top card of your cheer deck to any of your Holomem. A fantastic cheer ramp card, especially on a debut. It's got a single colorless cheer art for 30 damage, which is pretty high. But it does have 60 HP, which does make her quite squishy. But again, a very, very good card, especially if you get to see this early game. And you can use the advantage of being able to collab with her if you do it, say, turn 2, and then bloom straight on top of her, so that she basically isn't squishy whilst in the front row. You make her less squishy, which is kind of good. Moving on to our first blooms, we run 4 copies of the Idol outfit Pekora. She again has 90 HP, and on bloom you get to put the top card of your cheer deck to your center or collab position Holomem, just straight up, which is really good. A fantastic cheer ramp card. With set 1, she is one of the cheer ramp cards that is like, she is the best generic cheer ramp in set 1. Obviously, that gets blown out the water with Chloe in set 2. But for a Peko, she's pretty damn good. A single colorless cheer art for 30 damage. Pretty straightforward. And then we do run another first Pekora, and that is the summer outfit Peko. So 120 HP, bit more health. And then 2 arts. For 1 green, she does 40 damage. Cool. And then for 2 green, she does 50 plus, where you get to roll a die and then add the number rolled times 10 to the damage. So you can do a maximum of 110 damage and a minimum of 60 for 2 cheer. That's really good. Like, a 60 damage 2 cheer is pretty standard, honestly. But the fact you can do 110 damage with a first bloom is really, really good. And then if you stack it with the SP Oshi skill, you guarantee 110 damage. So a very, very good first bloom. And we run 4 copies of that in this deck. And finally, of course, we can't have a Pekora deck without the seconds, and I get to show these off. We have 1 SR, 3 URs. I need another UR. Someone hit me up with a UR. But the second bloom Usada Pekora, I'm going to bring that in and zoom it. There we go. Come on. Yeah. So 200 HP. With on bloom, you get to restore 50 health from this Holomem. And then for 3 green cheer and 1 colorless cheer, it does 60 plus damage with an advantage to blue, so an additional 50 damage to blue Holomems. But then when you use this art, you roll a die 3 times, and the combined number rolled, you times that by 10 and add that to the damage dealt. So you can do, if you happen to roll 3 6s, you can do 240 damage without any other boost, whether that be from a support, whether that be from the advantage. So if you use the SP Oshi skill before you attack with this, you are guaranteed 240 damage. That basically takes out everything, bar a couple of cards with like 250, 260 HP. This card is really, really good. It's expensive, but that's fine because you are running obviously the Pekora Oshi, which means that it makes life a lot easier to... Yes, you've got to put 4 cheer on it. That's kind of rough. But whilst you've got to put 4 cheer on it, if it then goes down, you go, cool, I'll spend 2 holo power and move those cheers to my next second Holomem. Which then goes, cool, we're going to smack face even harder. Yeah, it's like the synergy of this is really, really good. Moving on to our next Holomem, we, of course, as we said, play Iroha. We run 5 copies of her unlimited debut, 120 HP, which is really good for an unlimited debut, and a single colorless cheer art for 20 damage. Nothing more to say about it. It's a really beefy one, so sometimes if you have to put this into your center just to absorb damage for a turn, Iroha's pretty good for that. But that is the debut. We run 5 copies, and finally we run 4 copies of the first buzz, and I'm going to show these off again. Oh, I've got 2 normal ones. Cool, they can just go straight down. And then we've got the SR, and we've got the ultra rare. So Kazuma Iroha, she has 250 HP for a buzz, pretty high. Most buzzes are around 220 to 240. So she's on the upper end of Buzz Holomems HP wise. She's got 2 arts. For 1 green, 1 colorless, it does 50 plus. Where if she is in the collab position only, she deals an additional 20 damage for each cheer underneath her, up to 5. So she can do up to 150 damage for 2 cheer. Pretty good. And then she just has a 1 green and 2 colorless cheer art for 70 damage, which can be from anywhere. So sure, that's fine. But yes, the Kazuma Iroha works really well with the Peko, because ultimately you are going to be saving your cheers a lot because of the Little Wild Rabbit's Oshi skill. And that basically means that, cool, you have 4 cheer on this Peko. Fine. Oh no, we lose them. I'll put them onto another one. Oh no, that's now lost them. I'm going to now put them onto the Iroha and swing up for 150 guaranteed. So it gives you a good... the cheer manipulation of this deck is absolutely wild. And the fact you can prioritize going mono green in your cheer deck as well basically guarantees that you are getting a Holomem with at least 3 cheer on it every turn. Because normally you will stack one up and then you will stack a second one up ready, and then when that first one goes down, you then move those cheers around. You then have to try and build up your holo power again. Sure, fair enough. And then once you're in the point where I'm going for a kill turn, I'll switch to my SP Archie skill and just smack super hard. It does require a little bit of forward planning, but it is an extremely good deck. And those are the holomems. With that, we run a total of 15 debuts. We run 12 firsts and 4 seconds. Moving on to our support cards, we run 4 copies, of course, of Parasaki Norika. We run 3 copies of Manager Chan to fix hand states, pretty good. We run 2 copies of So That Makes You My Enemy, so that you can basically deal with potentially high HP holomems in the back row and just go, yeah, I'm just going to bring you out and smack you super hard with Peko, or smack you super hard with Iroha. It basically allows you to nullify potential first blooms going into second bloom, and it allows you to really like stall your opponent's game really well. We know this card is really good, and it does fit in this deck very well. We run 2 copies of Amazing PC. In this deck, obviously, you are generating a lot of cheer on your stage. So you would normally, 9 times out of 10, have a cheer that you can get rid of in order to guarantee that you search for your second bloom, or to search for one of your first blooms if you really need to. Yes, you cannot get the Kazuma Iroha. You are not allowed to get a first buzz. However, just having access to be able to grab your Peko when you need to, your second bloom, is really, really good. That's all the limiteds for the deck. So we're running a total of 11 limited cards, and we run 8 non-limited cards. We run 4 copies of the normal PC. Of course, we need to be able to guarantee that we get the Peko or the Iroha that we need at the right point. And we also run 4 copies of Stone Axe. The reason we run this card is that your higher HP holomem, so your Peko and your Iroha, have a decent amount of HP. So taking 10 damage is not the end of the world. But at the same time, having that extra 20 damage basically pushes Pekora's max output to 260, which will down any holomem. It also pushes Iroha to 170, which is pretty good. And again, that extra 20 damage can be the difference to winning a game and not winning a game. So you've got the space to be able to do that. You could change this up. You could go more down the line of maybe dropping an enemy or dropping a Mana-chan and running like, I don't know, 2 copies of Kotori or something like that to be able to mitigate the damage from the Stone Axe. That is an option, but it's a bit clunky in this deck. I don't think it's worth it. And realistically, like, you want to keep this deck as streamlined as possible, which is going 4 copies, 4 copies, 4 copies. You're running a bit tech copy-ish here just because of how the support spaces are. And then even your holomems, you're running all of the cards that you can run at up to 4 copies. You are running 4 copies. With the unlimited debuts, you are running more than 4 copies. You're running 6 and 5. So it is a very low different card count. You only have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different cards throughout your 50 card deck, which is really, really low. Normally most decks will have, say, 15 to 16, maybe 17 different cards in the deck. So this deck is extremely streamlined, and it needs to be. It hasn't really got any massive consistency engines, so you have to rely on the fact that you are running maximum copies of cards where you need them. But that is my Pekora Iroha deck profile. What do you think, and would you make any changes? Let me know in the comments below. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, links on the description. And if you want to support the channel even further, please consider becoming a member and clicking that join button down below. Now, apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!